Hello, everyone, and welcome. Jennifer Duclair here, the bar exam mentor. I'm bringing you the 3 detrimental oversights that bar exam takers make when preparing for the bar exam. And this is going to be a short and quick video. Before I dive in, I'll let you know who I am. I'm the bar exam mentor, and you can find me by simply typing bar exam mentor in your Facebook search bar or going to jenniferduclair.com. I created the Facebook support group, the programs that exist, and a lot of the goodies that you'll run into across the internet for bar exam takers who have come to realize that there's a mindset component to passing the bar. So if that's you, you're in the right place. Keep watching. In a few quick minutes, I will cover the most important things for you to know that actually fall outside of your bar review courses, Kaplan, Barbary, Themis even. A lot of these things, they might touch on it, but we need to dive deep and make sure that bar exam takers everywhere understand that if you overlook these things, you've set yourself up for failure. So here goes. Number 1 is learning style. Do you know what your preferred mode of learning is? If you don't, you need to find out. Actually, I have a link where you can take a quiz for that, and I am going to include that somewhere in this after this video is done. If you save this video, click on the 3 little dots at the top and click save this video and visit it again tomorrow. All that should be up. I don't have an assistant yet, but you need to know your learning style, because if you do not know your learning style, you will spend a lot of time studying in a mode that is not working for you. And that's called wasted time. I could give you an example of how crucial this is, and I will. I know I promised a short video and I'm going to do my best to keep it there, but sometimes without examples you just clearly don't understand how crucial something like this can be. So I'll use myself as an example. When I was studying for the bar exam, I spent a lot of time listening to lectures and spent some time flipping through the books. But the fact is that I was raising a child, serving in the military, taking care of a home on my own, and I didn't have time per se to sit down and read, and it just felt so heavy. Those are thousands of pages that you have to read. So listening to the lectures, and I thought listening to them over and over again while I walked to places, rode my bike, gardened, and etc. would be helpful to me. Well, later, when I met a knowledgeable bar study coach who explained to me that I need to find out my learning style first, I discovered that reading was like 80% the way that I learned. And that was a huge reason why I had not been successful in the past. I was relying on a mode of learning that wasn't working for me. A person's learning style is most likely fixed in your very early elementary years. And so I had to actually stop studying the way that I was and go learn a skill that allowed me to be able to rely on my learning style. Because reading, I was a sight person and I have a photographic memory. And when you ask me a question, I will literally see the page that contains the answer. And I will read the page in my mind's eye and pull the answer from there. That's how my memory works. So because of that, I had to go learn how to pretty much take pictures of a page while I flip through, and do that dozens and dozens and dozens of times for my studying. And it worked. You need to learn what your study style is, because if it's not hearing, listening to lectures is not going to help you. If it's not reading or sight, reading those pages over and over again is not going to help you. Maybe it's what people call kinesthetic, or applying the knowledge, putting your hands on it. If that's the case, then you need to be doing hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of bar exam questions. So you need to find out what your learning style is, number 1. And if you don't know what that is, honestly, all the time that you're spending studying, wasted. Sorry. Next, study considerations. What I mean by that is, are you working? Are you raising a child? Are you working part-time or full-time? Are you caring for somebody who's hurt, sick, or otherwise indisposed and unable to care for themselves? Those considerations are important. How much time do you have for studying? 6 weeks? 5 months? Based on those considerations taken all together, formulate your bar study schedule. And that's what I mean by study considerations. You can't walk into your big box bar exam courses, Kaplan, Bar, Themis, and others, and just take the schedule they give you as is. I mean, that's the easiest thing to do. But if you're working full time, that schedule is not going to work for you. And you need to find out how to adjust things to fit you personally. Now, there are resources all over the internet to help you with that. That's not my area of expertise, but I'm happy to direct you to places like Bar Exam Toolbox, and I'm sure there are a few others where they do offer the personalized scheduling option for you. It's either free or it's really, really low cost. But that is a good resource to tap into if you know you're not a traditional bar exam studier and you need to create a schedule that fits for you. So that's consideration number 2, the second detrimental thing that bar takers often overlook. And the third thing is this. If you are retaking the bar exam, you cannot, I mean, you can, but I do not recommend that you approach bar exam studying as if you're a first-time taker. Just don't do that, because you're not. You're special. You're different. You deserve different considerations. Okay? So what I mean by that is, 1, you have reviewed the material already. If you've reviewed it in a way that was not catering to your learning style, I urge you to check back with this video within 24 hours for that link to go learn about your learning style. That's number 1. The first consideration is you've already studied this. The second consideration is you now have an even deeper mental and emotional storm brewing around this exam because you've failed it once, and that comes with baggage. And that needs to be addressed. Okay, that's the second consideration for a repeat bar exam taker. The third consideration is you have to look into what you were doing and how to change it. And I promised you a short video, so I'm not going to spend the whole time diving into all the different nuances of what you need to do differently if you are a repeat bar exam taker. But for you, I did come prepared, and there's a link in the video description. It's bit.ly/bar exam guide. And that link will take you to a free guide that you can put your email in and get it sent to you. That will walk you through what you need to do to recover from a past bar exam attempt and prepare to retake the bar exam, hopefully this time successfully. That brings me to the end of the 3 detrimental oversights that bar exam takers often make when preparing for the bar exam. If this video has been helpful to you and you want more like this, I give even deeper support inside the bar exam support group. I will link to that. I'll link to that right now. How about that? How about no more promises for the future? I will link to that. It's easily found at facebook.com/groups/bar exam mentor. Okay, so it's facebook.com/groups/bar exam mentor. You will find it there. There it is. Okay, it's there as a comment, and in the group you get even deeper support. I get asked questions like this, and it's in responding to actually more than one question like this that told me, okay, this might be a common thing right now. People are wanting to know, should I start studying now? And they're missing the deeper questions of, should I change something from what I did the last time? Or what should I do to ensure I pass as I'm approaching this the first time? If you have mental and emotional hang-ups, setbacks, doubts, fears, if life is happening right now, like there's an accident going on, somebody in your family is hurt, you've been hurt, life happens, and that often does throw up roadblocks that make passing the bar exam the first time difficult. We need to talk. Hop in the group, use that link, and come get the support that you need. Remember number 3, the bar exam guide. If you're retaking the bar exam and you need to know how to tweak things and show up your confidence so that you can do this differently next time, I've put the link in the description for you. Comment with any questions that you might have as I find that link so that you can self-assess your learning style. Within the next 24 hours, I'll also come back and respond to any questions or comments that you may post if you're watching the replay. And if you're watching this and it's been helpful to you and you want other people to know about these 3 things that they need to pay attention to, hit like, share it with your friends, share it all around. My job is just to get the word out there and to offer this help to anybody who needs it. Thank you for watching, for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.